Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm for Classic and welcome to BenchART. So for today what I do have in it is PalWorld. So this is a game that it is currently on early access, and surprisingly it has sold already 1 million copies. It is also available through Game Pass. I'm not using the Game Pass version, alright. And it's already 1 million. And the only thing I know about this game so far is that this is a kind of a Pokemon game. Alright, it feels like a Pokemon game, but with a different perspective and obviously different mechanics. And Pokemons can even have weapons. It's not something that you will see in this video, but if you watch the trailer, you will kind of laugh about it. It's insane. Alright, so this game entered in early access very recently, and like I said, it sold like 1 million copies, and yeah, it got my attention, and so I decided to give it a try on my GTX 1650 Super just to have an idea how it runs. So the graphical presets inside this game are a little bit surprising because, for example, the low preset puts the game on medium settings, the medium preset puts the game on high settings, and the high preset puts the game on epic settings. And the epic settings puts the game on epic, but textures on epic, which is something that was still on high when you use the high preset. So the only difference between high preset and epic is just higher textures, higher quality textures, I guess. Alright, so I decided to take the game for a spin in 4 different presets. So I decided to go with the low preset, medium preset, high presets, and epic presets. There is also a very low preset which puts the game on low. I decided to not test it out, alright. But yeah, I decided to test it out on low, medium, high, and epic on 1080p, and also low presets at 1440p. And without any surprise, in my opinion, if you want to play this game at 60 frames per second with the minimum amount of drops and while retaining some good visuals, I just want to recommend you to play at low presets. It might sound like really bad. Oh my god, you are going to play a game on low. But in reality, the game is not on low. It's the low preset, but like I said, all the settings are on medium, which is, well, surprising. And in my opinion, yeah, there is obviously a downgrade in quality in between medium, high, and epic, but it's not really something really big. You still retain the core visual of the game. You just don't get as much grass as you get on higher settings, and still I think there is a lot of grass in here anyway, or the distance of the grass, it is not as much as on higher settings. Shadows obviously are more pixelated and worse resolution, but still, as you can see, it still feels pretty good. Water reflections, I'm not entirely sure if it is entirely removed or just the reflections being at lower resolution or not. But above all, I mean, I don't feel that I'm losing like too much stuff regarding visuals. So playing at low preset, it is still a very valid way to play PalWorld at the moment. Without having like big compromises or anything. It just works, alright. It works fine, you don't get really too bad visuals. So that's my favorite way of playing the game, at least on these early beginnings of the game. And yeah, it is fine like this. Now, if you want to target kind of variable frame rates in between 30 to 60 or 30 frames per second, I would recommend you to stick with the medium preset, which in reality it is the high settings of the game. By using that settings, you can expect the frame rate to be above 40 frames per second. Alright, so it is still playable. But if you go with high or epic, there are some events, or if you get too much monsters on screen or anything, your frame rate might drop lower than 30. It might work well for you like that, but I'm trying to avoid being lower than 30 frames per second. So, like I said, if you want to target 60, just go with low presets. If you feel that the performance is not enough, you can change the anti-aliasing from TSR to TAA, which boosts a little bit your performance. And it still doesn't look bad, to be honest. And if you want to target 30 frames per second, just use the median presets and you will get an experience above 40. That's my way to play. Now, regarding the game itself, like I said, this is kind of a Pokemon game, but it's not really just like that. I was expecting like a campaign or anything like a story mode or something a little bit more linear and then deliver us to the open world. But as I barely played anything yet, but the way that I see it, this game already feels a little bit like Ark, but instead of having dinosaurs, you have like Pokemons. This is not Pokemons. I'm sorry, Nintendo. You have this kind of Pokemons, alright, which you can use to fight other monsters and your Pokemons, which in this case it is called Pals. Let's call it by the correct name, Pals. These Pals, you can use the Pals to fight each other and level up your Pal. You can level up your own character, and you can craft. And there is a lot of survival elements in this game. So you need to eat. There is the night cycle. There is hot and cold. Sometimes you are hot, sometimes you are cold. This seems like a Katy Perry song. Yeah, there is a lot of survival elements in this game, surprisingly, and I wasn't really expecting this. I was expecting kind of a campaign, a regular campaign with a story a little bit more linear inside an open world, alright. But I wasn't really expecting to have a survival game with Pokemon style-ish monsters, alright. But it is what it is. This game sold like a lot, so I thought this would be an interesting video for you. So in case you have any doubts about performance, whatever if it is for the GTX 1650 Super or any other graphics card, let me know your doubts. Just leave on the comment section of the video. And in case you are curious about all the settings that I did try, there is a timestamps on the description of the video, and you can check it out and see how the game performs. Alright, so I guess that's all. Thank you a lot for watching, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.